Oh, hello there, how are you? Brought to my attention that we'll be travelling to New York in late January, early February to celebrate the greatest spectacle on earth, the Super Bowl. The NFL Super Bowl that will be, and in order to really enjoy that, I thought we would perhaps do something to make it a little bit more exciting. So, stand by, here we go. These are lemons. They have nothing to do with what we're doing here. As I mentioned earlier, the Super Bowl is arriving, and some of you may not be as au fait with the teams and the structure of the Super Bowl as you may like. So with that, I thought we would make this a little bit easier, and I'll allow you to enjoy the summer in Australia whilst keeping an eye on the NFL football. What I propose to do is show you two hats. They both happen to be Jets hats. And from there, what we will do, in left hand, with the green hat, I have your names. In the black hat, right hand, I have the 32 football teams. What we will be doing is we'll be choosing one name from the green hat and 3 teams each from the black hat. Isn't it exciting? Let's choose out the first name. It's Barella. Barella, Reese Barella, very au fait with all of the American sports. I'm not too sure his expertise in the American football. But isn't it exciting that he's going to be the first person that we choose some teams for? Let's go to the black hat. Jets hat, black hat. Oh, and isn't it fitting? It's the New York Football Giants. A very good-looking team this year. They'll be returning after a relatively ordinary year where they missed the playoffs. Always a hard-nosed team and tend to make up more than just the numbers when it comes to the playoffs. Well done, Reese. Let's choose your second team. Oh, it's the Jacksonville Jaguars. I don't know anything about the Jacksonville Jaguars, and there's a reason why. They are shit. The only thing I know about them is that they probably should have taken Tim Tebow when they had the opportunity to in the off-season. So, Reese, that's a shit pick. This is your final pick, Reese. Are you excited? I am. Oh, go football team. It's the Minnesota Vikings. Probably not a Super Bowl fan, but they happen to have the best player in the NFL, running back Adrian Peterson. So, Reese, there's your 3 teams. Just to recap, the New York Football Giants, the Jacksonville Jaguars, and the Minnesota Vikings. It's Eddie Raymond. Eddie Raymond, our favourite restaurateur, has little to no idea of what the NFL is, has probably no concept of what it's about, doesn't really know what the game is. He knows where New York is, he knows that there's a Super Bowl, he knows what those 2 words mean, put them together is Super Bowl, he'll be here. Let's choose some teams for Eddie. Eddie, you've drawn the Philadelphia Eagles as your first team. First year coach Chip Kelly coming from the college system into the NFL with Michael Vick to start as quarterback. Now, you might know Michael Vick is going to jail for running illegal dogfighting. So, yeah, he's a stand-up guy. But this is an interesting team, and I think for some improvement. They're not going to make the Super Bowl, but Ed, good luck with the Eagles. Player, team 2. Woo-hoo, team 2, who have we got? Interesting team. It's the New Orleans Saints. Perennial playoff team who will be receiving back their coach Sean Payton after a year's ban. They have arguably one of the best quarterbacks in the league in Drew Brees, and I look for them to go quite well in their division. Well done, Eddie. It's the Miami Dolphins. Terrific place to live and travel, shit place to watch football. They are not a very good team. On the improve, signed a big wide receiver this year, Mike Wallace, on a exorbitant contract that should not have been signed. But you never know; they might surprise. They're in the tougher division with the New England Patriots, so it might be hard for them to advance. Well done, Ed. Well done, Ed. Well done, Ed. Exorbitant. Good luck with the Eagles. So let's get to the next player. It's John Mon, Mr. AFL. Mr. He knows most things about most sports. Mr. I don't think he knows that much about the NFL, but it's okay because he's going to have 3 teams which you can closely follow and monitor throughout the season. Here we go, Mon. Here's your teams. Just be thankful you don't get the Jackson Jaguars. It's the St. Louis Rams. A lot's expected from the Rams from the improvement station. Only won the 4 games last season. New coach, new quarterback. It's going to be an exciting time in St. Louis. It's not a bad pick. It's your second pick, John. America's team. The Dallas Cowboys playing Jerry's Playground. Always make the most noise, never get the results done. Overpay Tony Romo, who you may know as Jessica Simpson's former fiancée.
That's a huge bitch!
It's the Carolina Panthers. Ooh, the Carolina Panthers. An interesting team, should improve. Made some very bold statements last year that they would be, in fact, going to the Super Bowl. But that never came to fruition. 4th-year quarterback Cam Newton. Very, very nice looking man. Doesn't really get the results as much. He has a Superman celebration in the end zone. So that's something for you to watch. So that's your teams there, John. John. You've got the green hat back out. It's me. Okay, it's me. Some of you may think this is rigged. Some of you may think that I'm going to end up with great teams, but that's just a risk you're going to have to take. I'm going to avoid the diatribe and just get into the teams. Here we go. Look, see, it's impossible for me to cheat. Look at this. Sorry, forgot who that team was. I've drawn the San Diego Superchargers. Not a very good team, won't be doing much this season, so that's a crap pick for me. Ooh, I've drawn the terrible towers, the Pittsburgh Steelers. Ben Roethlisberger, for those playing at home, you may be interested to know, was once up on a rape charge. Big quarterback, won a couple Super Bowls, not a bad pick. Not going to Super Bowl. The Green Bay Packers, led by Aaron Rodgers, the best quarterback in the NFL. This is not a bad selection. So, that's my 3 picks. The Steelers, the Packers, and the Chargers. Hayden Guppy, king of merch, king of all things American sport in regards to clothing, hats, foot, and other attire. What do you got? You've drawn the Oakland Raiders, and isn't it fitting I'm wearing an Oakland hat? But it's not fitting for you because they're the worst team in the NFL. They will finish 32nd. They might not win a game, maybe 1-2. Terrible. Let's hope the second pick's better. Well, it can't get much better. Well, you could draw the Jets. That could probably just be your further downfall. Oh, well, I'm sorry, I forgot another shit team. It's the Buffalo Bills. One of the 3rd teams out of New York. Shit place to travel, shit place to be, and a shit place to watch football as well because it's cold and shit and their team is crap. They'll be starting a rookie quarterback, EJ Manuel. Largish black man, looks the part, but not many options to throw to other than CJ Spiller, my running back in fantasy football this year. But this is not looking good for you, Hato. Not looking good. You've got the Raiders and the Bills so far. Yikes. And just when we think he has no chance, back he comes. He's got himself the Seattle Seahawks one of the top 2 favourites to make the Super Bowl this year. They have a stud on quarterback. They have a dynamic offense and one of the most brutal defenses in the NFL. This is a terrific selection. This is my choice for Super Bowl 50, I believe. Yes, Super Bowl 50 in New York. Well done, Hater. You brought it back with that one. Okay, so what do we got? We've got 3 contestants left, and they know who they are, and they're eagerly waiting to see what teams they got. Well, it's the hometown hero, the good luck kid. It's Big Red himself. He runs the city just over the back and then just around the corner over the East River into Manhattan. This is where he lives. This is what he knows. He knows everything about football. He knows a lot about New York. This is a man who will be formidable. Let's see what teams he gets. Oh, it's the Kansas City Chiefs. This is an interesting team. I'm not too sure if they're Super Bowl worthy, but you never know. There's a couple of teams still in here who are nice. Hey-o! It's the New England Patriots. If you don't know anything about NFL, you probably know about Tom Brady. He's married to Gisele Bündchen. He's also a very, very good quarterback. If you don't know much about football, you also probably know about Aaron Hernandez. He used to be a tight end for the New England Patriots until he started killing people. So that puts them behind the 8 ball in the tight end. Very good player. They also got the Gronk, Robert Gronkowski. Look him up. Very interesting character. He's got a little back injury. He might not start until about week 5. Well done, Jensen. There's a couple of teams left. Oh, the Cincinnati Bengals. Good team, great defense. They're going to compete with the Steelers for the division. It's not bad picks, Jensen. Pats, Chiefs, Bengals. Okay.
That's a huge bitch.
Byron Scott, late acquisition to this group, but nonetheless, let's not discount his worth. Huge man, big shoulders. So I think he likes a bit of football. I think he's ready to go. Let's just choose his teams. Hey. The Atlanta Falcons. Good check, good selection, good team. Finally got back over the hump last year and won themselves a playoffs game on the back of Matty Ryan, their quarterback. I like these teams. I like this team to go very, very close. Excellent selection. Few teams left. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers. What a great name for a football team. Now, this is a team going to be on the improve. I don't think they're Super Bowl worthy, but it's a team on the improve. They brought across Darrelle Revis from the Jets, paid him a lot of money to play a cornerback. They have an emerging quarterback in Josh Freeman, and I think they're a team on the improve. Play the Jets opening day. I'm actually going to that game. They'll probably beat the Jets 100-0, so that'll be a good start for them, but they're not Super Bowl contenders. It's your last team. The Arizona Cardinals. An improving team, a great wide receiver, Larry Fitzgerald. Look him up, he's great. He actually does some conducting work for orchestras. They've brought across quarterback Carson Palmer, who is a bit of a journeyman but can get the rock up in the air and potentially be a bit of a weapon. Byron, solid teams. Buccaneers, Cardinals. Atlanta Falcons. The big woolly mammoth himself, David Oliver. I look for him on I believe his first trip to New York to really get amongst it and just separate a few from the herd. Some mattress work will be done, but at some stage we'd like him to watch some football. So Tucko, here you go. Here's your teams. There's a few good ones left, I must admit. There's a fucking lot of teams in this league. Oh. I'm really enjoying this though. This hasn't taken a long time to do at all. The Detroit Lions, a very interesting team. Matthew Stafford, their quarterback, consistently throwing for over 4,000 yards. They also have the best wide receiver in the NFL, Calvin Johnson. affinitively known as Megatron. Taco, that's a great nickname, maybe a nickname you could adopt. I would love to see you just swanning around Sydney as Megatron. Stepping into the Clavelli, Megatron. Megatron everywhere. Ooh, the Houston Texans. Good selection. Very good regular season teams tend to struggle a little bit in the postseason. But what they have is one of the most powerful defenses. Third and final. It's the worst helmet and one of the worst teams in the NFL. It's the Cleveland Browns. Not much to say about the Browns. They're from Cleveland and we all know about Cleveland sports. It's not very fucking good. Anyone that's good leaves. Anyone that's bad stays. Matty Verocchi. Last but not least, this man has been to New York more than I have. This man has more hats than I have. This man has a New York Football Giants helmet in his house. Oh. San Francisco 49ers. Got to the big dance last year looking nothing short of a laydown to get there again. I think this is a great team. Very good team. Colin Kaepernick, another year at quarterback, just going to continue to improve. A very, very vicious defense. They've got a great offense. They brought across Antoine Bolden from the Ravens. This is a good-looking team. Going to be interesting. Going to be interesting. Oh, fucking hell. Denver Broncos. Currently out in Las Vegas, this is your number one team. This is your team that's going to win the Super Bowl. On the back of Peyton Manning, they've got the Wes Welker across from the Patriots. He's got weapons. They're ready to go. This is a good team. So if you get a shit one, I don't know if there's that many shit ones left. Indianapolis Colts. Very, very interesting. It's a good young team. I like them. They're going to be fun to watch. So there we have it. We have two teams left. We have the Bears, Chicago Bears, and what the Washington Redskins, affectionately playing out of Chocolate City in Washington. Now there's two teams left over, but we will give you further instructions on what will take place with those two teams. Gentlemen, review the video, see what you've got, take the teams, follow your teams, make a little chart, work out where they're playing, work out how they're playing. It's all going to be very exciting. What this all means, we will explain that to you as we go further through, but you want to be watching your teams, watching those records, and seeing if they're a possibility to make it to New York. Thank you very much for your time. It's exciting. We can't wait to see you here. This is going to be a good time.